Hey, Miss Boyson. This is JT.
Get one in a second.
I'll be interviewing your students. Okay. Tell us the differences of each movie. You should go beyond merely surface differences like actors and setting, but you can also include those.
Okay. Okay, for the older one, what was the question again?
Compare them.
Okay.
What are the differences?
Okay, for the older one, we put we thought it was more serious, or not more funny, but the black and white one was more serious. The new movie left out some scenes and added some scenes, like the Leonardo and Nicole with Claudio and Prince.
Go ahead. Okay, I'm done. Can you pause it?
Alright, so definitely the actors were changed. But also, the main one was that the older one was in color, and the newer one was in black and white. The black and white one seems more serious because it was black and white, and I guess like just more intense, not as much like color and more pop or anything. The new movie also left out some like scenes. You want to say those scenes?
Yeah. So the newer movie left out scenes with Leonardo and the uncle, with Claudio and the prince, whenever they were like talking about how Hero died.
When Benedict was gonna challenge
Yeah.
Claudia.
And then they added the scenes, or like they added the fact that Margaret and Baraccio, like they set that relationship up early in the
Beginning scene when the like son, or not, I don't know what it was, he was like a bodyguard or something, agent. He was trying to get together with Margaret, but Margaret was like, no, I'm into dancing guys.
And then it showed Baraccio.
Yeah.
And then they also added a scene with Margaret, Hero, and Beatrice whenever they were
Before the wedding.
yeah, before the wedding, when they were trying on the dresses, whenever Margaret was like wore Hero's dress for Baraccio. And so yeah, and another difference is that the constables look completely different in the newer version.
And they acted kind of completely different too.
Yeah, so in like in the newer movie, they looked more like CSI people, and they weren't as funny, like they weren't as ridiculous as the old one. And also in the older movie, the guys had beards besides Claudio,
yeah.
and then the newer one, none of them had beards.
Well, Benedict did have a beard, but he ended up shaving it.
Yeah, to look like his old self. So
Yeah.
it's basically like modern versus old-fashioned Shakespeare.
But how do the differences affect the audience? Or those viewing the movies?
So in the older movie, it was very lighthearted and mostly funny. And then in the newer movie, it was super intense and like serious, and like, I mean, there were some jokes, but they didn't like provide as much of a.
It was like more modernish, so like, it kind of like felt like we didn't really understand it.
Yeah.
Like how it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
It just wasn't. It didn't have that effect like in the older movie. It didn't newer.
And in the older movie, the audience is like supposed to feel good throughout the entire movie, like even through the like hardships of the movie. So like the regular jokes were really funny, and then the comedic relief was exaggerated funny. And then it definitely showed that the villain was like really dumb with his motives. Like he didn't like. It was just dumb. Anything else?
I don't think that's it.
That's it.
So what the movies have in common is that they're both about the same play. What are the themes of this play?
Okay, so one of the themes is deception. And so like we put there was innocent tricks and malicious tricks in the play. So like an innocent trick would be with Hero, Claudio, the prince, Ursula, and Leonardo making Benedict and Beatrice like fall in love. And then a malicious trick would be Don John making Claudio think the prince wanted Hero, and then Hero with Baraccio, like making Claudio believe that it was Hero who was doing stuff with Baraccio.
The next thing was misunderstanding. When Claudia thinking Hero wasn't a maid. Is that when the prince was like trying to get her?
No.
Or when was
This
that?
was after Hero and Baraccio. Remember when?
Oh, okay. Well, like when they were marrying. Okay, I get it.
Okay, good.
So it was when at the marriage, he was like, "You're not a maid. You're just a slut." Okay, next one. Claudio thinking the prince wanted the hero because of Don John. When Don John thought it was like Benedict, and he was like, the prince just wants to woo Hero for himself. But it was just misunderstood, and it was just Don John's retarded. He don't say the R word. He was just dumb. The next one is marriage. For our theme, there are a couple people who got married.
Yeah, so Claudio and Hero got married in the end, and they're kind of like the picture perfect couple where they like fall in love at first sight. And then Beatrice and Benedict are like the real relationship, and they,
IRL.
yeah,
In real life.
and they kind of like portray like a relationship that would be today.
Be in today's society, yeah.
Yeah.
So what's a relationship without fight?
And then another one we had, or another theme is the truth of love.
We have the love can come from anywhere. This example was Beatrice and Benedict. They didn't like each other at first, but then they just ended up like conjoining and liking each other. And the other love, or truth of love, was love at first sight, which was Claudio and Hero, which is, I don't know, it was kind of weird. Because, I mean, whatever Claudio was told, he was like, oh, it's real. I'm gonna ask nobody.
Yeah.
Like, she's a, okay, that's it.
Act 1, Scene 1. Take.
Alright, number 4.
Which one you like better with at least 3 reasons why?
What? Okay. Me personally, I like the older one just because I thought it was more funny.
Yeah.
So it was more spaced out too. And it just felt like it didn't seem crammed because like, in the newer one, it was just like.
Everything happened in one house, and that was just very weird.
Yeah. And
Honestly, the acting was better in the older version, I think, just because I feel like everyone was more experienced. I don't know. Anyways, acting.
and then for the older one, we put the reason why we didn't like it is because it was black and white, and it was just not good. We didn't like black and white. It just put the mood down.
Yeah, it made everything way too serious, I think, for a comedy.
Yeah.
No.
Next question.
Tell us the effectiveness of each movie.
Alright, so for the older one, we put it was more effective, just because I feel like the comedy was just more stressed, especially with like Dogberry because he was just extra goofy.
Yeah. And then in the new movie, I think it was less effective because it was like this is supposed to be a comedy, and it was like less. It was like more serious, especially with the fact that it was black and white. What setting did it script?
So like we put the setting really wasn't like, it was just more like, I don't know, it was more of a house.
Yeah.
Because throughout the play it's like the city of Messina, and like in the older one it took like more account of that because it would like show in the beginning scene it showed like a villa kind of in Italy, and this one was just more of a house, so it was kind of like it wasn't as effective.
Yeah, and then I personally didn't like the fact that they weren't British, honestly. I think it was too modern for like a Shakespearean play, and like it felt weird because the setting like was a house and not like it wasn't as spaced out. And
for like a specific scene, we did when Benedict and Claudio like challenged. It was like really weird.
Yeah, like how are they supposed to challenge each other? Because like back then they could have dueled, but like now what would they do? Shoot out? Like.
Yeah, it was kind of weird.
Yeah.
What was that supposed to be?
Like, I think Shakespearean, like, movies should be set in the Shakespearean time. When it's too modern, it's too, like...
Throws everybody off.
Yeah.
Next question. interviewer.
Do you like the play?
Which-
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
I was about to say which one.
There's only one of them.
I meant movie.
Two different movies.
I like that we didn't read it, because who likes reading?
This boyson
guy.
likes reading.
Okay, not
I like
this guy,
reading.
though. Nobody asked you, okay? So. Just don't even. Yeah. We have bloopers.
Okay, I'm doing bloopers. Did you get that?
I gotta leave it like 5.
So, how do those differences? No, fuck.
Bloopers.
We should
but-
do. We should just send it to her low key. Cause
Okay.
she can't do anything really.
Yeah, we're 18.
She'll think it's funny.
We're
It's rated
graduating.
R. We're gonna put rated R.
Viewer discretion is
PG
advised.
13.
Okay, yeah.
PG
Is
13.
my face red?
She's like, no, she's.
You spelled effect wrong.
You
Okay.
gonna be cheeks?
The differences.
That's okay.
So,
Aw.
what are the? You should go beyond merely surface differences like the actors and the setting.
Time out. You don't have to say that.
That's.
The
Sorry,
end.